Hello there, and welcome to episode 165 of this series, where I play the regions of Europe one by one on GeoGuessr. Doing so in a tennis match format as outlined in the rules you just saw, meaning that for each 5,000 point round I make in the game, I will get a 2-minute time penalty to finish the entire game. And also, each individual round is not to last any more than 6 minutes. If it does, then the round is forfeit. And the current standing is that I've won the first two sets, 6-3 each of the current match, but down love 1 in points in the third set, leading the next game 15-love. Now, we're going to Sweden, and we go to a region of Sweden that is about the size of Belgium. We go to Dalarnas län, and Dalarna means the valleys, and there are several valleys here running through the area. And it's 28,188 square kilometers. Has roughly 285,000 people, and of these people, most of them live in the city area of Falun and Borlänge. Falun is the capital of the region, which with it's about 37,000 people living there. Well, actually, that number seems to be a little old. Let's see if we can get an updated one. No, actually, that's the most up-to-date number they have. Wow, from 2010. That's bound to have changed. While the largest of the two is Borlänge, which has about 51,000 people. And they together make up about a third of the entire population of the area, which is 285,000. So, Falun is a very famous winter sports site, at least for Nordic skiing, i.e. cross-country skiing and ski jumping, or at least it used to be. Now I guess these days it's mostly for cross-country skiing. It used to be here at Lugnet, which is the skiing stadium. There used to be a lot of ski jumping going on around here as well, but as the Swedish fortunes of ski jumping have declined over the past few decades, there's been no ski jumping going on here, at least in a large context. Leksand has a good ice hockey team, and Sälen and Särna and Idre, all of these are winter sports resorts, including alpine skiing as well. So, also here in Älvdalen, they speak a rather, at least from old, they speak a rather, what to call them, a primeval dialect, and that is incomprehensible to a lot of Swedes. Interesting to a lot of linguistics. Anyways, let's head into Dalarna and see how lost we can be. I got 28 minutes on the clock, having finished my game in Wales yesterday with a perfect round. And oh no! Oh, thank goodness me. Okay, I'm gonna check that blue sign down there in a little bit, but I'm just gonna see what it says here, because this is Furudals Hockeyskola. Okay, so the Hockey School of Furudal, and I'm not quite sure what it says there. So Vallen is a sports facility. I think it says Årevallen. But again, so that's a sports stadium of some sort. Oh, there's more. Oh, hang on. What's the name of this place? Arvet. Okay. Welcome to Furudal i Rättvik kommun. Okay, so Rättvik is here. Here's Furudal. Here's Arvet. And Åreparken. That's got to be close to the. Sports facility, right? Now, is there? Now let's see. So here we come into Furudal proper, or at least starting to come. So that's probably the road up ahead here. Is the road to, well, actually not that one, because There should be one on the bend here. That leads to... Oh. Okay. Gammelvägen, the old road. How does that work? ÅVC. Is it Återvinningscentral? Because there is a recycling plant here. At least that should work with this bit. So right, okay. So I believe we are about here, but I need to confirm that. So here I guess we got this watery bit. Yeah, definitely. Watery bit here. So that means that we are on the right track here, but that's a rather nebulous thing. Can I see? Well, we got that building over there, but is that? And if it is, then we are, yeah, let's go with that. It's within. Whew, thank goodness me. Okay, so we got off the hook with the first round in Dalarnas. Now, can we get off the hook with the second one? And I'm down to 26 minutes on the clock, by the way. I needed to make a note of that. And we're in some sort of community again. Okay, so this is a minor one. And okay, there's the sign I saw. No, it's not a sign. It's probably a switch box for telecommunication or something. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go north. Someone had an accident? No, roadworks. What does it say over here? That's a bus stop. Oh, I would love to be able to read that. But I can't. Smedjebanken or Backen. That is probably the name of the... could be the name of the terminus of this Stenbäcksgatan. Okay, then that's probably what it said. And Jobbsbovägen, and we are in... this is definitely a small town. And... okay, so it is Smedjebacken. Okay, so where's Smedjebacken? It kind of looks... kind of has a feel of a... suburb. Skräddarbacken. So Smedjebacken, I guess, would be the Smith's Hill. And then we got the Taylor's Hill. So could this be sort of a part of the naming of things around Borlänge? Or could it be in Falun? Nah, I need better information to work on than that. There's also a very long cross-country ski race that goes, I believe it goes from Falun to Mora. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's like 80 kilometers or more. So try that on for size, if you want to show how fit you are. Okay, so Borlänge is 44 kilometers. And Säter is 34. And which road is this then? Don't you have a number? Well, that's interesting. So Borlänge and Säter is off to the northeast. So that means we... oh, Smedjebacken. Okay, righty. Oh. Now we need to figure a name for the street where we're on then. And let's see. So we were leaving Smedjebacken. This is Jobbsbovägen. Here we go. And we were on. Let's see, can we find that Stenback? Oh, where was that then? Here's Stenbeckgatan. Stenbecksgatan. That's the one over here. Right, so here's Jobsbovägen, which we're on at the moment. And that is Stenbecksgatan. And for some odd reason, this bus stop is not listed. And that's pretty odd, but okay, so we have these houses. Yeah, it must be these, right? And there's a house in there to the west, which I think must be that one. No, sorry, that one. So, if I'm right, I should be there. I don't really have a good feeling about that, though. Kind of feels too far away from that house. But there is also something odd about that building. Let's see, does the Stenbecksgatan? No, it does not loop around. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. Let's just have a look at these houses first. Do have a little time left. So it doesn't quite add up, but I'm gonna go with that. And I knew it was wrong, and I still did it. Last, because I was probably looking at these houses instead. Oh man, that was not good. Still 26 minutes on the clock. Right. Is that a sign or is it a truck? This is what you'll get, and this red asphalt is pretty. I won't say that it is unique to Sweden, but it's pretty idiosyncratic for outback Sweden. Hålltjärn, a fishing spot. Okay. And my word. Okay, let's just have a look at the crest over there. Otherwise, I would not go northwest in this area, because that means that you're heading for the Norwegian border and more wilderness. And more trouble if the game goes on like that. But yeah, so we have a country the size of Belgium, or a county the size of Belgium, and no sign of signs in that direction. There might be something here below this hill, but I am not going to take my chances on that. I'm going to go south. And maybe pay the penalty for that, but and the thing with Sweden, if you compare Sweden to Norway, and I guess to some degree Finland as well, if we go back to the sort of post-war area and up until the 1980s, 1990s, there was, at least in Norway, and Finland will have to speak for itself, Venjan. Okay, Finland will have to speak for itself. But there was a very strong discussion in Norway and in Sweden about whether to support settlements in the really rural areas of the countries. And in Norway, they did go through a period in the mid-60s to mid-70s where they would actually fund people who wanted to move away from really awkward areas in terms of, so that they wouldn't, that the municipalities wouldn't have to to make sure that they were supplied with fresh water and fresh running water and electricity. And I guess that was pretty much the gist of it. And I know this happened in other countries as well, like in Scotland. And but then they sort of reversed that, and they decided that you should at least attempt to keep most of Norway alive, so to speak. So in Norway, you will see these communities out in absolute nowhere, and there will be okay, there's quite a lot of these places. Those houses have been left and abandoned, but there's still quite a lot of people living dotted around the Norwegian countryside. While in Sweden, they have really pushed to, at least that was my impression, to centralize everything, so that even the rural areas have been centralized into, well, smaller communities like this. And I guess this is sort of borderline of what is considered a viable community in Sweden. Bruket in Venjan. And so a lot of the Swedish countryside, particularly as you move north and westwards, is pretty desolate when it comes to people. Okay, so Venjan is definitely not a town or a village, but it is, well, I guess you can call it a village. We do have, and of course this is not unique to Scandinavia nor any other country. I mean, we do have this term for an area like this, which is, it's settled, but it's not like urban. So, right, so we can get to Vansbro and to Mora and Limetsforsen. And Mora is off to the north. So Mora is here, like there. And we need to find Vansbro, 60 kilometers away. Now, why are they pointing out Vansbro? Vansbro. That's Limetsforsen. Okay. And that's 34 kilometers away. So are we somewhere over here by Knas? No. And Varmhus. And this is not the E45. I am fairly certain about that. But is there no... Okay. And this road goes to Sälen and Älvdalen and to Tenning. So Älvdalen is there. And Sälen is there. Now we need to find Tenning. And it's obvious that Venjan is a crossroads. And we forfeited this round. Well, that wasn't hardly a surprise. But, okay, so Venjan will have to be upgraded to. And Van Orn. Okay, so we can get to... So we can get to Älvdalen, we can get to Sälen, and we can get to Tenning, if that was the name of the place. Yes, Tenning. Do we have any distances? We do. 53 to Sälen, 49 to Älvdalen, and they are off to the northwest. Which kind of suggests that we are down here, but we're not. And we're not here at... Wait, this is Venjan. Okay, so now we're here. Right, so where was that fishing spot? That is what we need to look for, I think. It's called Holtjärn. It was not this far away. No way. No way. We weren't all that far out from this populated area. Now let's see. So how far away were we? Has a road gone off to the side? It doesn't have a name, but it's distinct enough. Well, is there a road going off the other way? No. So this road is alone. And it's on a bend. Go on. I don't recall how far I had to go. That's a problem. So we go north, and there's a road going off to the side. Ah, there's another road on the bend, and this one is going straight up the side. But yeah, the road is far bendier than the map. Here we are. No, that's not the river. I thought we were very close to it, but no. Okay, so we were actually quite far from Venjan. Now we're on a long straight bit of road that runs southeast, and now we're coming into the village. So we may have been, yes. Let's head back to the straight we're on. So the road goes like so, and then around like so. How about this road here being this? That is actually quite likely. But it could also be that one. Which is the more likely? This is actually the more likely one. Okay, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if we can find that one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That has to be that one. 18. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call it 6. 6 and 18 is 24. 12. There. Close enough. Unfortunately, well over time. So that's 30, 30. And we still got 20. No, we got. But this. I do have 24 minutes on the clock. Yes. Yeah, 24 minutes on the clock, and ooh, yeah, this is gonna hurt. Kyrksti, okay, and an old dwelling, and a pathway to a church. Well, actually, there's a big sign there, but I just want to see what that one says before I head down. And it says bed and breakfast. Alright, that was not very handy. And this lumber truck is not very handy either. Talk about blocking the view. But yeah, there was a big blue sign up ahead, and also now we're getting into streetlights. Oh no, it's just another one about that bed and breakfast, is it? So, no, this is coming up on a petrol station. No. There's a toilet. Loxjan, salmon pond, or salmon pond. Okay. And all sorts of seasons on this road. 26 to Mariestad, Lindesnes. I think it is. Well, that's the southernmost point of Norway, but hey. Well, it's not, but it's got the same name. Tyngsjö, Lindesnes, Mariestad. On the 26th. Now, where's the 26th? Here's the 26th. Mariestad towards the south. Okay, so Mariestad. That's Filipstad. Tyfors. Bomled. Vansbro. Johannesholm. Seems like that is the end of the road. What does it say the opposite way? Okay. 31 kilometers to Vansbro. And we are on the 26th. Why does it give directions to Mora? Well, that's way over here. Oh yeah, alright, yeah. So we got to be down. Yeah, that's Tyfors. So we're actually right on the border here. Let's head down to that crossroads and get some firmer bits of information. Inlandsvägen, the inland road. Yep. Here we are. Okay, so Lindesnes is 26 kilometers. No, not Tyfors. Tyngsjö. Sågen. Loxtjärn. Here we are. That's Sågen. And there's Lindesnes. There's Tyngsjö. Right, so we are I guess we're somewhere up here. Or actually somewhere up here. Yes, because there we have that and that. Those two. And there is a little bend in the road right past them. And here, the old church trail. So we have this little road goes like so, and then the church trail goes off like that. So this is where we are. Ding ding. 2 meters away. And was that within the time limit though? Oh, I forgot to check. Was it? Or was it not? It was, let's see, 23. Yes, it was within the time limit, but just barely. So 40-30, that means that we are down to 22 minutes, and this round is forfeit. Well, looking at the area, it might as well be. Okay, so we got a private road, and thank goodness me that we were close to that. Just gonna have a little look around. What seems to be a bend here? Was that a sign? What on earth does it say there? Alright, it says something about a water reservation area. There we go. Towards Bravon, water protection area. Yeah, 700 meters. Okay, so that would be a drinking water source, meaning that we are somewhere towards Mo, 6 kilometers. With a little luck, there will be something across this river. A fairly sizable little river. And Nybrovägen, okay, so the New Bridge Road. And we find, ta-da, asphalt. Good. Skattungbyn. That sounds vaguely familiar. Well, we still have to go 2 kilometers along this road to find Skattungbyn. That's a railroad. Yeah, they do have an inland railroad line. And I think, well, this bit doesn't look like it's operating though, but well, that's interesting. So I think we just entered Skattungbyn, or at least are on the outskirts of it. Skattungbyn's kraftstation, so that's a power station, hydroelectric plant, I guess. So we are in Skattungbyn. So a B in Sweden is, yeah, that was something I was starting to talk about in that round when we were in Venjan. That there is this term in Swedish, and well, both Norwegian and Swedish have Sweden have these words that are used for areas that are not urban, but sort of a continuous rural-like settled area. So it's like you can see from house to house, but they're not very close together, and it's definitely a rural area. So in Swedish it's called a by, and byn is the definite term of it. So Skattungbyn is the Skattung settlement. In Norwegian it's bygd. Now hopefully Skattungbyn will have the intersection that we're coming up to now. But hopefully will be very helpful to me. Furudal and Orsa. Well, that is very helpful. So Furudal was, let's see, Furudal was here. Here's Skattungbyn. And here's Torsmo. So we came, well, so here's the railroad we crossed. So is this the inland railroad? Or is it just a side track or something? Okay, so Skattungbyn. And so we came, and we have come this road. And we, so we looped around here, didn't we? So it must have been around here somewhere. Let's see. So we went westwards, and yeah, and there was this private road going right off to the side. That might well be that one. No, it's not, because we're coming up on the bend here. And what's the direction? The direction is southeast. Are we this far off? Let's see. So we're going to have a, please, slight bend. And then there's another road. No, that doesn't work. No, that didn't work at all. That was not right. Because we are on a private road site, and it's a very long, well, fairly long straight stretch that is north by northwest. So that kind of works with this one. Are there any roads off to the other side? There's a building here. Not showing on this map. And then we go around this bend here, and this is okay. What? How does that work? Oh, right. Okay, so this is where we were. Aha. So if I have a proper hard look here now, I should be able to see that thing. So it should be about there. Yes. Unfortunately, that round was forfeited. So that means we're back to dues. But I will have to make do with 28 minutes in the next episode. So that is episode 165 from Dalarnas län in Sweden, and that was an interesting one. I mean, that one was tough. Although I think I made it tough that it ought to be. Well, I didn't really have to do that, did I? Let's go back to where we were. Well, anyways, so that was episode 165, and well, perfect round, perfect score, but took a little long, and I quite enjoyed that even so. So, episode 165 done. Please check in tomorrow for episode 166. Until then, bye bye.